You're living in your own universe. So is everyone else. Conceived and written by Max Ryan. Let's just get one thing clear up front. Every single person you meet is living inside their own private universe. Not figuratively, literally. Their own storylines, their own beliefs, their own truth, their own carefully curated cast of characters. Heroes, villains, victims, saviors. And here's the most entertaining part. Each person is absolutely convinced that their universe is the real one, which of course is exactly what your universe is telling you about itself. Welcome to the Great Hall of Private Universes. If you could see the world as it actually operates, you wouldn't see one planet full of people. You'd see 8 billion bubbles, each floating in its own private reality. Your bubble was built out of your upbringing, your religion, your culture, your family's dysfunction, your education, your media sources, your heartbreaks, victories, and TikTok algorithms. And let's not forget, your assumptions about who you think you are. That bundle becomes your private universe. And because it's all you've ever known, it feels like reality. As A Course in Miracles says, perception selects and makes the world you see. You're not seeing reality, you're seeing your version of reality. And so is everyone else. The cultural default universe now, here's where it gets both funny and uncomfortable. Most people didn't even build their private universe, it was handed to them fully assembled. It came free with their citizenship, language, holidays, and national myths. In America, for instance, your cultural starter pack came with freedom fries, 4th of July fireworks, we're the good guys, exceptionalism, a sanitized history textbook, and the general assurance that everything bad happening elsewhere was probably necessary for the greater good. It's comforting. It's simple. It's the children's menu version of reality. Would you like that with a side of manifest destiny? But then, sometimes cracks start to show. Maybe you travel. Maybe you start listening to media sources outside your bubble. Maybe you simply stop repeating what you were taught and start questioning what the hell is really going on. And suddenly you realize, wait, there are other universes out there, and they have very different stories. Yes, they do. The global stage. A battle of universes. What's happening globally right now is not just politics. It's not just geopolitics. It's universes crashing into each other. Each nation operates inside its own collective universe. Each media outlet frames its own reality. Each population believes its leaders' narratives till the narratives become so absurd they can't hold. Take recent events in the Middle East. Wars, bombings, defensive strikes that somehow always manage to kill civilians. While being labeled justified, you watch one country's news. We are defending ourselves against aggression. You watch another country's news. We are under attack from an oppressor. And both sides are, quite literally, correct, inside their own universe. Once you start seeing this, it's almost surreal to realize how much of what you accepted as truth was simply what your bubble fed you. You realize you weren't educated, you were conditioned. You were given your universe pre-approved with a limited warranty. Social media, universe reinforcement machines now enter. Social media is the ego's dream technology, a perfect echo chamber generator. You like one post. The algorithm feeds you 10 more just like it. You feel validated, you feel informed, you feel awake. But what you're really experiencing is universe consolidation. The walls of your private bubble just got reinforced. Social media is basically billions of people yelling truth. To carefully curated audiences who already agree with them, everyone speaking truth to power, while power watches, completely unbothered. The people are angry, but conveniently divided. Excellent. The uncomfortable humor of realizing this, of course, your universe came with all the perks. Free refills, moral superiority, a sense of being on the right side of history, and fireworks. Always fireworks, until you start waking up and realize, holy shit, my universe might not be the whole truth either. That moment, that's when it gets good and uncomfortable. But mostly good, because now you're starting to glimpse something closer to reality. A Course in Miracles says, the escape hatch. Now, let's bring it home. The Course tells us flatly, the world you see is an illusion of a world. God did not create it, for what he creates must be eternal as himself. Which means, you're not here to upgrade your universe. You're here to realize you were never in one to begin with. This is what the Course calls the atonement. the recognition that separation was never real. The goal isn't to pick the correct bubble. It's to see that the entire bubble system is the ego's hallucination. There aren't billions of private minds. There is only one mind, the Course says. The atonement is the final lesson he need learn, for it teaches him that, never having sinned, he has no need of salvation. Why this leads to compassion? When you see this, your relationship with the world shifts radically. You stop reacting. You stop needing to fix or convince anyone. You stop getting sucked into the drama of whose universe is more righteous, because you realize they're not wrong. They're trapped in their universe, just like I was. And because you know the universes aren't real, you're finally free to extend true compassion, not tolerance, not smug spiritual superiority, actual compassion. Because you see, we're all dreaming, and nothing real has ever been threatened. A simple practice for you, for the next 24 hours, try this little practice. Every time you get triggered by someone's opinion, belief, or behavior, pause. Say to yourself, that's their universe. Then ask, who would I be if I didn't need to defend mine? This is how the grip of the dream begins to loosen. Real freedom isn't found inside your universe. It's found in waking up from the entire idea of private universes altogether. And that, very simply, is what A Course in Miracles calls awakening, or beginning to live the happy dream instead of the nightmare we believe is real. Thanks so much for watching. If this piqued your interest, I'd love to have you subscribe here. Take care of yourself.